and are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And all the way down to the 27. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That is into the hands of Patman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
On second down, here's Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to Patman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles.
On second down now, Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
You got 3 down. 24 is the mark. Run. Tight go. Zebra. Well.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down by
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Zebra, zebra. Gun.
QB's tracks. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Option play, and Wilson's going to run with it. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
From the 31, Wilson, and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on, Larry, quick. Mike 52. Good job right there. Good job right there.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Tempo.
Watch the safety creep.
Check. Block that.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic. Drop deep. 24 is the mic. Hey, they're scared. 24.
Throwing again. Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard.
Mayfield now from the 50. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
First down, Saints.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 yards, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
14, block 52.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? Exit.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll get this to Eckler. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Man, that's trash. Hey, check. There. Alert.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 11 yards there, first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's into the hands of Eckler. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
18 on the play. First down.
Mayfield down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
On first down, Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On third down, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
9 yards. And the Saints, first down.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 17 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. third down. Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down, Saints.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Alert three.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Wilson wants to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Single. Check three. I'm pretty quiet, D. Let's go, 14. 24's the mic. Good. 24's the mic.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's got Snead. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That third down conversion good for 23. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Touch 50. Go. Check. Motion out the backfield.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hill going to keep it on the option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 20.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Eagles, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.